The scripture readings this morning are both from the Gospel of Matthew. The first one is Matthew chapter 4, verses 18 through 22, and it's on pages 3 and 4 in the Pew Bible. As he walked by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fish for people." Immediately they left their nets and followed him. As he went from there, he saw two other brothers, James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John, in the boat with their father Zebedee, mending their nets, and he called them. Immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. And the second reading is also from Matthew chapter 10, verses 1 through 4, and that's on page 10 in your Pew Bible. Then Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to cure every disease and every sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, also known as Peter, and his brother Andrew, James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, Simon the Canaan, and Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. The word of the Lord for the people of God.
Thanks be to God.
Our church school has been learning about disciples. God knew there would always be work to do, and we would always need help, need reminders, need examples. He gave us Jesus as a model. But if you ever thought, well, that's Jesus, I could never be like Jesus, we just have to look at the people that Jesus called to work alongside him. Regular people called to spread the word, modeling how to live according to God's plan, respecting and caring for the earth he gave us, respecting and caring for all people. Let us introduce those original 12. If you have a card, and you were gracious enough to accept it, please stand when you hear the name that's on your card.
Andrew and Peter. Andrew and Peter are brothers, and they are fishermen. Jesus picked them as his first disciples.
It's a very slippery fish net.
James and John. James and John were also brothers, sons of Zebedee, and they were also fishermen. Some people call them sons of thunder because they argue quite a bit and sometimes rather loudly.
Thaddeus and James, the son of Alphaeus.
James and Alphaeus?
Yeah. Stay standing, please. I'm sorry.
The disciples asked Jesus how to pray. In the book of Matthew, chapter 6, we find the prayer he taught them. We call it the Lord's Prayer.
Philip and Bartholomew. Philip is in charge of food for the disciples. He talked to his friend Bartholomew. Bartholomew wasn't sure any good could come out of Nazareth, but after he met Jesus, he became a disciple as well.
Matthew. Jesus found Matthew at his tax collector's table. He was a dishonest man who took bribes and demanded more money from people than he was supposed to collect. When he met Jesus, he stopped doing all those things and in fact returned what he had taken and offered the rest to God's work.
Basket of money. Thomas. Thomas was also called the twin. He was proud to be a disciple, but he liked to understand everything. He is commonly known as Doubting Thomas. Jesus always took the time to explain things to him.
Simon. Simon was a shepherd. He was tending his flock when Jesus called him.
Judas. Judas was the treasurer of the disciples. He took care of their money. He eventually betrayed Jesus.
Well, we learned about these original disciples, those called to be God's hands and feet. We also began to understand that right now, we are called by God. Please stand if you have ever delivered flowers or food. If you've ever delivered flowers or food, please stand.
Church school.
Worked with church school. Okay.
Sang in the choir. Worked in the food pantry or supper or a supper. Worked cleaning, painting, repairing our buildings. Visited or given someone a ride. Put money in the offering to further God's work. Prayed for another person. Look around. We are all disciples. Please join us singing There Were 12 Disciples. The words are printed in your bulletin.
let's be